It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Here we go. 10 logo. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Second and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Check three. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Got one.
Back to throw. Herring. That one complete to Hill. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
But how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Herring shakes off the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jarrell Casey. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Looking to throw. Herring. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they could do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
On 3rd down, Herring. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Urban. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. On 1st again, they go with Urban. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 39-yard.
The kick by Joseph is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brissett. Got him in. It's Brashon Perriman. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Try to punch it in with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They get it to him running left. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, lock it.
Back to throw. Herring. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Herring. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Watch the whip.
49.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And finding Keelan Cole. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, ready. Okay, go on. 45.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Check, 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 check. Hey. Shoot up, shoot up.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herring gets this one to Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a first down.
First down.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Hey, exit.
Mike 54. I got him.
Lead river.
Looking to throw. Herring. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Hey, reminders we've done all year. We'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood! Go! Shoot!
From the gun, Herring. And he completes it to Cohen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
50, play. Go. 54's Mike. Check. Watch, go.
Throwing on first down. Herring. That's caught by Trey Quinn. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Quinn, 44 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Check right. Check 52. Check 99. Shift.
A second down carry for Irvin. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. Get the ball. Slam.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr, his second sack of the night. A final shot before break. Herring. It's caught by Mike Evans. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch! Mike, 55. Check, 55. Go. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Yeah.
The give, running right, it's Irvin. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bissett. That is caught. It's Perriman. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Irvin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw is Brissett. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, foxtrot.
Operating from the gun, Herring. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 20. Two yards there, a first down. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
First down, Chicago.
Ready! Look at me! Door!
Here we go!
General West!
Watch it go!
On the draw, this is Cohen. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an
Hey, shoot!
To throw on second down. Herring got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Come on now, let's go!
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin with Henry. And some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big run that time by Henry. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
Safety screaming!
This is Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. On the toss play, Howard. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Ready up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Rock it.
Second and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herring. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herring. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Herring. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Herring. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Herring. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And the busy night for Henry continues. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
We might start getting some props here in the booth. That one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Back to throw. Herring. He's got Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Herring. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Haywood! Hurry!
Back to throw. Herring. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Good job, fellas.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, team 6.
Operating from the gun. Herring. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Cheetah. Ready?
On 4th down, Herring airing this one out for Evans. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. There goes Green. Touchdown, Falcons. Marcus Green, 35 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Herring. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OT.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the dash. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash.